So, welcome everybody. So, today, as you know, is a virtual competition. It's individuals. You will be able to open the bag, but not yet. We're going to do a few things first to get us through giving away a couple of prizes before we hop into the competition. Okay, so we'll do a quick intro of what Canadian Speed Puzzlers is. We'll tell you a bit about the prize categories. We'll get into the trivia. So that's where you'll need your device to scan a QR code or put in a website with a code. We'll give you that information shortly. We'll give away the participation prize using the Wheel of Puzzlers names, do a refresh on our competition rules, and then reveal the puzzle. So keep the puzzles in the bags for a few more minutes. Okay, so at Canadian Speed Puzzlers, we've been around for just under a year, we'd say, and our mission really is to foster and support the speed puzzling community across Canada. And we do that in four ways. So the first one is all around our Build Your Edge boot camps. So we want to really help puzzlers learn new skills through our boot camps. The second one is our free events that we do all the time, the Bring Your Own Puzzles speed runs. So we've got some happening tomorrow. So everybody's welcome to those, as you know, because many people here have participated in them. And really, it is typically a theme. You choose whatever puzzle you want, really. You show up to the Zoom call and you race against your puzzle friends. Okay, then we do a little bit of a debrief after, and we tend to think it's a ton of fun. So everyone is more than welcome to those free events. Today, virtual competitions. So we're continuing our series today that enables you all to, race your friends and meet new competitors as we move forward in our competition series. And of course, on our community building app called Circle. So we've got our CSP community on there where we're growing a pretty good community. So we've got, I think last count is 220 or so members on Circle. So thanks for being part of that. So 38 of our puzzlers today are actually Circle members, and we can't wait to hear what you think about this particular competition puzzle and experience in the app afterward. All right, so let's go into who your hosts are this evening. Now, we know many of you have participated at our BYOPs or at our boot camps, but just in case you're new here, we've got 7 wonderful hosts for you this evening. So we've got Allison, Katie, Danielle, myself, Devin, Elizabeth, Sophie, and Tess. And as we go through the live commentary, each facilitator or each host will tell you a little bit more about themselves at that point in time. But for now, what I can tell you about this team is they're awesome people. They love puzzling and they're so excited to watch and commentate on the competition today. Okay, so with that, we're going to go over to learn a little bit about our prizes for the evening. So Allison, I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, so we do have 3 different ways that you can win prizes. So the first way is for the skill-based prizes, which will have prizes for first, second, and third place tonight, or from the offline participants that submitted ahead of time. We're also going to go through a wheel of names, and the randomly selected winner will receive a prize as well. And very shortly, we're going to go into trivia, and the winner of our 6-question trivia challenge is also going to get a prize. So if you do win any of these prizes, you'll be able to choose a gift card for a puzzle store of your choice, as long as we can procure it for you, or you can choose to get CSP shop credit for future events that we have coming up. So with that in mind, shall we get into some trivia? We do have a little warm-up question just to get familiar with how Menti works. So on your screen, you should be able to pick where you're joining us from today, and you'll have to lock this one in, but for the next couple questions, as soon as you select an answer, it's gonna answer right away. So in terms of trivia, you are going to get different points, which I'm gonna let Tess walk us through now. So it looks like pretty much everyone's responded to this question. Now I'll pass it over to Tess.
Awesome. I'm glad you could all make it in because I'm very excited for our trivia today. So first, you'll just get prompted to enter your name into Menti. And if you could enter your name, maybe a first initial, if you have one of those more common names, would be great. So today we have 6 trivia questions divided into 2 different sections. We will check the leaderboard in between the first 3 questions and the last 3 questions so we can see how people are doing. You can get points by two different ways. So the first is the correct answer will get you points, and then the faster you guess the correct answer, the more points you'll get. So it's about speed, but also more than that being correct. The results will be automatically shown after the 15-second window to respond, but if you all respond before that, then it'll pop up right away. And then the questions will be shown on the Zoom screen in both French and English. Katie will read the first three questions in French, and then I will read the second set of questions in English. Are we ready to go?
Do we have any, avons-nous des francophones qui auraient besoin d'un petit résumé en français ou on est correct pour commencer le trivia? Tout semble beau. Let's go. We're ready.
Let's do it.
All right. So first question. Quelle ville n'est pas encore représentée dans les illustrations de The Paperhood? Answers are coming in. All right. So the right answer was Hamilton. Next question. Everybody ready? Combien de pays ont tenu un championnat national de speed puzzling en 2025? Et la bonne réponse, c'est 28. 28. And the last question. Quel est le meilleur temps sur myspeedpuzzling.com pour ce puzzle? Un Cobble Rainbow Cats de 500 morceaux. Et la bonne réponse, c'est 1744, 1744. And it's a Canadian Arena who's got the fastest time on this one. Very good. So now we'll go to the leaderboard for the first three questions. Ooh, it's pretty tight. All right, all right, all right. Are we ready for the next three questions?
Yes.
I'm handing over to you.
So the next three questions, they are all about Canada, so I hope you've done a little bit of research since last competition. Are you guys ready for question 4? Which province is about 400,000 kilometers squared, which is larger than Germany? The answer was Newfoundland and Labrador, which is crazy to think that one of our not so big provinces is still bigger than Germany. Canada's huge. Okay, let's go to question 5. In what city is Canada's only pierogi drive-through located? It is Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Who would have thought that that is what Saskatoon should be known for?
We actually have a CBC article we're going to link in the chat on this place. It looks pretty good.
I feel like it's fitting because you drive through Saskatoon more than you stop there. Okay, and our last and final question for you. What animal is on the Northwest Territories flag? It is the Arctic fox. That is their official mammal. Okay, let's see who won our knowledge prize.
The tight race.
Yeah. And it is Irene. Congratulations. Great job. So you will win a $60 gift card, and we will reach out to you about where to get it from.
Those of you who were here last time, or who've checked your puzzle box, noticed there were a couple of goodies in there from a brand local to me in Toronto called the Paperhood. This is a really lovely brand, and one of the things we're trying to do is celebrate Canadian brands and artists across Canada in a variety of different ways because we love Canada and we love Canadian brands and we love Canadian artists. So we want to learn about new folks across the country all together. So for February and March, our featured brand is the Paperhood. Malika Panek is the artist behind the Paperhood. So as you can see, her art is gorgeous. Every product the Paperhood sells is originally hand painted by her and with a ton of detail, a little bit of whimsy, and lots of vibrant colors. They also do carry 1,000 piece puzzles too, in case anybody is interested. So we encourage you to check them out at thepaperhood.com or at the.paperhood on Instagram. I do have a couple of their 1,000 piece puzzles, and they're just really joyful to put together. So if you know me at all, you know I'm not a huge fan of actual like paint strokes in speed puzzles, which is great because they have 1,000 piece puzzles for leisure. So everybody can win in that moment. So do check them out. And that's also where the greeting cards in your puzzle boxes came from. So with that little plug, and we're going to continue to do this, we've already got our next two artists lined up. One is from BC and the other's from Manitoba. So more to come on them. Who wants to win another prize?
So one of the fun things about this competition is that because you're all participating, by showing up, I think you're all winners. And so we're going to spin the wheel of destiny and see who fate has ordained to be a winner, no matter what time they finish today.
This is the wrong wheel.
Oh no! Oh yeah, it's last times.
Well, there you
Oh
go.
no! Okay.
Good job, Caroline. Okay.
Okay, we'll close this one up.
Yeah,
I
no
needed to say it
problem.
before it stopped because I'm sorry, Caroline. That was so close for you.
No problem. All righty, folks. We were just testing you to see, and so far you've been on top of everything here. Here we go.
Today's technological advancements have been brought to you by Oops, and we're very sorry.
All right, here we go. One more time with feeling. That was our practice round.
Okay, this time the Wheel of Destiny does say March 16th. And if it's Caroline, that would be amazing. But this time it is Julie G. Julie, round of applause for Julie.
Yeah, and actually tonight is your lucky night because of Devon's technological mistakes. Caroline also wins because she won fair and square. So we've got two participation prizes tonight. Congratulations to you both.
Yes.
And we'll see if it happens again and we get a bonus prize next time too.
Fair and square. Congratulations to both of you. And I love the destiny of two winners.
Awesome. All right, here we go. On to our next section here.
All right. Are we ready to get into the rules of our competition before we kick it off? So first off, this would be the time to position your camera in a clear way that allows us to see your puzzling surface today. We just want to see the puzzling surface that you're working off of so we can see the puzzle, we can see your hands. We do not need to see you. That is okay. We will see you another time at our BYOPs. You will need to use your own timer tonight, so make sure that you have that handy. And you're going to start your timer along with us as we do the 3, 2, 1 countdown. You'll start your timer first, and then you will start puzzling. When you're done your puzzle, please stop your timer immediately, and then show your timer to the camera so that we can see it. If we're having difficulty seeing the timer, just please tilt it back and forth so we can see it, and just keep holding it there until we acknowledge your time and put your time into the chat. Okay, so you don't need to type anything into the chat for us to record your time tonight. You're welcome then to leave the Zoom meeting, or you can stay and listen to the remainder of the commentary and watch the rest of their puzzlers finish. Our live app competition tonight is going to end at the 2-hour mark, and we will give you countdowns leading up to that. There's a few other notes that I'm going to let Sophie walk us through now.
So if you haven't finished after the 2 hours, don't worry. You can keep going, even though we finish our Zoom meeting at 2 hours. Keep puzzling. And once you're done, you can submit your time through the results submission form that we have on our website. Also, the results are available live on CanadianSpeedPuzzlers.ca website. If the results are noted as unofficial, it's because we're still adding offline submission and it's going to be clearly indicated. A few things up to note. So there are no penalties for missing pieces. There is no restriction on trays or puzzling space. And since this is recorded, you'll be able to watch this on the CSP YouTube channel this week. I think we're good to go for the puzzle reveal with Danielle.
Okay, yes, I'm totally ready. So now is the time that you can remove the competition puzzle from the bags. Our competition puzzle today is Outlaws by Eurographics. It's a Montreal-based art publisher and puzzle manufacturer. The artist is Lucia Heffernan. The competition in Edmonton this weekend, the regionals, that's why we were featuring the Eurographics brand. We wanted to focus on Eurographics for this competition and also for tomorrow's BYOP events to give everybody an extra chance at practicing the brands. Yep, you can take the shrink wrap off as well. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how it works for regionals if the shrink wrap is a part of it or not, but I made the choice, so shrink wrap can come off. Okay. So once everyone gets the shrink wrap off and is ready to go, yeah, okay, cool. I will count down once I get a thumbs up from everybody and we'll do, okay, yeah, we'll see. Just don't want to rush into everybody here. Looks good. Everybody is set up. Okay, so I will get your timers ready and I will do a countdown here in 3, 2, 1, puzzle. There. This will be a fun puzzle to watch people put together here.
Yes, it will be. It's such a cute puzzle, right?
It
Very cute.
really is such a cute puzzle. Let's start by introducing ourselves. I am Tess. I live in BC and have been speed puzzling for over 3 years now. I am also going to Alberta Regionals that's happening this Saturday. So I am very excited to watch all these people put together this Eurographics puzzles and maybe get a few tips along the way, but we'll see. I also have commentating with me Danielle. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Danielle Ingleson, and I've been speed puzzling since 2023, late 2023. Met all of these girls over that 2024 puzzling year, and am very happy to be attending this competition. It's our second one, which is very exciting that we're just getting into the virtual competitions with everybody. So it's a really nice puzzle. I hope you like it. It's going to have some challenging areas, but I think everyone will be able to get through it. And I will pass it over to Sophie.
Hi, so I'm Sophie Helg. I'm from Montreal, so you'll note I have a francophone accent or some kind of accent. You can choose whichever you want. I've been speed puzzling since 2023 as well. I love puzzling so much. I went to Worlds only in 2024. And where I met all of these beautiful girls that that are part of CSP with me. And I think, yeah, that's that.
Awesome. So I think let's go on to our puzzlers. Like Devin was saying at the beginning of this call, it's fun to see kind of what surfaces people are puzzling on. Most people here are going with a white, either poster board or white table. It's fairly overwhelming, actually, how many people are on a white surface. There's also a little bit of kind of that like wood orangey brown, which I think will make for a difficult time with this puzzle because of how much orangey brown is in the puzzle. But we will find out as the people get going.
Yes, I'm surprised there's no clear tables. Normally there's at least one, which I always find difficult. And I know, Sophie, you go with the clear table, or that's what you have, but it's an added challenge, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
But it's true that tonight maybe the wood table is gonna be more of a challenge because of the texture inside the wood walls in the image.
Mhm.
But we'll see.
It could also help the non-wood parts of the puzzle stand out to you. So you could see kind of that sky in the middle maybe really stands out if you're on a wood table compared to if you're on a white one, maybe kind of all the pieces just look the same, you know? So
Yeah,
it kind
definitely.
of, it definitely varies. I also see people are using a lot of sorting trays, which I think is pointing us towards Edmonton regionals in a few days. Because for that competition, everyone has a restricted space of only half of a 6 foot table. And it seems like some people are sticking with that restricted space even during this competition, which I think is great preparation. But maybe, or not even maybe, it'll definitely give them a disadvantage on this specific competition online now. So I was kind of wondering how many people would be restricted space, how many people wouldn't be. Will some people just be using their tray strategy but giving themselves more space?
I think it's a good idea to, if you're going to regionals this weekend, to absolutely use trays. I mean, I'm not going, but I understand the space restriction. And trays is so helpful to like stack the pieces on top of each other, and you just are kind of expanding your surface a little bit, because if you can't really move around, it makes it a lot more difficult.
Yeah, it's really tough to go like in a restrictive space with like Eurographics or have bigger pieces. So trays is a way to go to help you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
When you guys are working in a more restricted space with a larger puzzle, do you still tend to go for the edge first, or do you use a different strategy?
Well, for this, but I usually go still edge,
Mhm.
but it depends. It depends because I say that, and I've been trying to go out of my edge first kind of way, and I did not do the edge of this one first.
Okay.
And
What about you,
I
Danielle?
I was going to, I definitely flipped the edge, or sorted the edge, I mean, and then my plan was not to do the edge first, because the bottom edge was very, very similar and I didn't want to be held up by it. However, once I did the top edge and the sides, I was like, well, there's not that many bottom pieces, and just sort of one thing led to another, and then I did the whole border. So,
Ooh.
I tried to not, but it just happened.
Actually, I did do most of the border, but not the bottom. So I was able to have more space because the whole bottom part, my puzzling area was like a bit to the bottom, and but I because I didn't do the whole edge, then I had more space to work with.
Yes, for sure. There's more than one way. Let's
Yeah.
say
Oh
that.
yeah.
Oh, there's many ways to puzzle. But I think, Danielle, if the edge just kind of happens like that, where you're like, I'm not gonna do it, but I'm doing it, now I continue to do it, then it's probably a good choice, because that means it's just kind of flowing. Like you don't have to spend too much time thinking about it. It's just making sense. So,
Yeah, precisely. Yeah, exactly. Like
exactly.
if I got stuck, I wouldn't have, because like I said, it's all the same color, as you know, and it's not something that I was gravitating to because of the difficulty of it right off the hop. But then it was just like one piece after another, and
Mm.
before I knew it, she was done.
Well, a
But
few of our people here are doing the edge first. So we have Claudia really has caught my attention with doing her edge first, as well as Emily almost has she has the top done, and it's looking like most of the sides are done as well. So she is really going for that edge, but Emily also has quite a bit of space, it's looking like. So that is very helpful to, if you have that much space, you can do the edge first and really make yourself that frame to get going.
Definitely. And there's a couple people, Amarit and Caitlin. Obviously, Caitlin is going to go through sorting, but there's a few people that are getting a pretty good initial sort, which I like to see. Gives them some projects to have on the go for when they start to dive into the puzzling.
You can see Danielle B did something similar to what I had done, which pulled the blue at the same time as her edge. I think that's what she did.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It looks like she's done kind of that strategy of pulling the edge pieces and then also like an easy win, which I
Yeah.
think the sky is definitely the easy win in this puzzle where the pieces are so much more different than everything else happening. They're bright, they're light, and it's just a nice big section. So I think when you work on it, it's just so kind of satisfying to put together because all the pieces that you collect belong together.
Oh, but I realized that what she's putting together is not the edge, but the outlaw's
Mm.
sign. And I did when I pulled that sign, for me, I'm like PTSD of Monaco, right? So I'm like, do I want to do that sign or do I not? And then I tried it out, to see can I figure it out, right? Because some big letters sometimes are not as easy as we would think. Sometimes it's tricky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you, Sophie. I pulled the sky and I also pulled the Outlaws, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get this done. And then as soon as I looked at all the pieces, I was like, uh-oh, big letters they all look the same. What's what? So I just started to go for more piece shape. Then I could oh, okay, well, this is the part of the W or this is part of the A, and then just sort of pieced it together. But it was definitely tricky, that's for sure.
Yeah, I find word puzzles are so hit or miss for me. Some people generally are just good at words in puzzles, other people generally are just bad. But I find it actually, the font matters hugely when it comes to whether the words are easy or difficult. And this is one of those fonts where it's all lowercase or all uppercase, a lot of straight lines and quite like big. And so I find this to be a difficult font to do because you can't like pick up on those little details. It's just kind of all like light and dark.
Mhm. Very true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it
And
does seem like Danielle B likes fonts and puzzles as far as working so far because she is working through that top edge and the Outlaws sign.
Yeah.
the panels on the doors as well was something, that pattern, I mean, was something that caught my eye
Mm.
as I was flipping. I was like, ooh, I better just pull these out.
Yeah, I find it's really when I looked at it, like at just the image, not the pieces, I would be like, oh, okay, there are a few areas that you can sort, but as I was doing it, like there are so many different textures, different colors, that you really, oh, this is that, this is that. It's not, there's no, there's no area where it's like it could be there or there. It's usually like, oh, this thing, it's in this area.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's very sortable. So I think Caitlin has advantage here because it's really a sortable puzzle, I think.
Yep, I would agree. Once you kind of start getting through sort of the main few projects that are like really obvious off the hop, when you start to look at what's left, it then becomes either a pattern or a color that you can easily sort of group together. But it's definitely not going to be a full-on easy puzzle, that's for sure.
Mm.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
definitely done another puzzle that we would call maybe a medium plus difficulty puzzle, where it's definitely good for speed. It's fun to speed, but it does have some tricky elements, and it's not the easiest puzzle. It's not a postcard, but it's also not a walk in the rain. So I think we've done another good job I mean, tooting my own horn as I was one of the people that picked the puzzle, but I think we've done a good job of picking a puzzle that is sortable. You can go to a lot of different places, but also gives you a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, that's what I loved when I was doing this puzzle, other than like the cute characters in it, was like how it was like I never blocked anywhere. I was never like I never stopped pretty much. It's not an easy puzzle, but it's still very doable. Like there's always projects to do.
Yep. I also want to call our attention to Michelle. She is the first person to finish up that sky area. It looks totally done, at least from how I'm looking.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so congratulations, Michelle. You get what is it called? Oh, a split. It's like a split at 13 minutes in, first sky done. So
Get done.
we'll see.
And I
That'll be
think
good to work off of because it's right in the middle. You can go any direction, really.
exactly. You could go at the top, that's like where there's the sign of the Outlaws, or at the bottom where there's the doors, which is where I think she's at right now.
I'm just looking at everyone's piece management with the piece size and their puzzling space, and it looks like everyone's kind of got a variety of either like a full rainbow, there's pieces on both sides. It's kind of like at the stage, the beginning stage where pieces are sort of everywhere. But it will all come together nicely, I think. I hope.
I think it will. Like it does look like it's bigger pieces, right? So your normal surface area is kind of crowded, more crowded than you're used to, except if you're used to doing bigger pieces, then you're in your element, pretty much. But for sure, at first, it looks very crowded. But I think as projects come along and as you're pulling different projects, the pile is gonna, the whole chaos is gonna get more organized.
Yeah, and I think what we're seeing from some people is that they are doing it in that smaller space. So they're even putting more constraints on themselves. So it is looking maybe a little more chaotic than we would usually see when people do puzzles because of the larger pieces and the confined space. Like I do think Allison B is training on a half a 6 foot table. I think Tamara is also doing that, as well as maybe Denise. And so you can see that their spaces are just a little more crowded, and it's making me nervous. I don't love it, but I also get that you want to train and you have to train for what you're going to get in competition very soon. So it's hard to watch, but also really fun for me to watch.
Have
Yeah.
you, because you're going right to the regionals? So I'm guessing you've been training in a confined space.
I sure have. When I first started, I didn't like it at all. It was a terrible time. I usually don't get angry when I speed puzzle, but I was getting really like angry and frustrated working on these pieces. And then as I kept on doing it and kept on practicing, I think I found a strategy that at least works really well for me. It's more similar to Caitlin's. I'm doing more sorting than I ever would before, and I'm not sorting the edge because in a confined space like that, once you do the edge, it kind of takes up the entire space you have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I haven't been doing the edge. I've just been really micro sorting and then doing that section and trying to put it where it belongs and then using my trays. Danielle, I've never loved your trays more than working in a confined space, especially because Danielle has trays where you can scoop up a project that you've done really easily and move it. And you really need that for working on a Eurographics 500 on half a 6 foot table. So thank you, Danielle. You're gonna come in clutch, and if I do well
You're
at
welcome.
regionals, you will be in my speech. So
Excellent. I just actually finished Sophie's trays.
Oh, yay! I've got trays coming. Woohoo!
But I would also like to note that Danielle, this is a bit ago, I didn't want to interrupt you, Tess, but she has got Outlaws, the text all finished. And I just thought it was very good that she worked through that and got her all done. First one who's got the words done. So maybe text is her jam.
I love it. Good job, Danielle. I don't know if you can
Yeah.
hear us, but congratulations. It looks so good on your screen. I'm so excited for as people keep finishing this puzzle, or not finishing, but finishing sections. We can
Yeah,
see all the cute little things.
that's right. And I was gonna say Allison B, she's got a couple items like placed. So I like that it's put together, placed in, and just continuing to work through different little projects.
I'm
Sophie,
wondering
when you
what.
were working on this puzzle, did you do your um, patent pending strategy of counting things in the puzzle?
Oh, I had so much trouble because, well, I knew I saw immediately there were three cats. Except for that, everything else, I'm like, what is this animal? You know, every piece of fur that I picked up, I was like, ooh, what's this? And seriously, there's a little guy at the back with a rifle, I think. Anyways, with a is it a chick? Anyways, it's
Mhm.
a wow. Like, uh, I was when I got that piece in my hand, I was like, where is this guy? I could not there were so many small characters on this image that I could not. Yeah, and they're all different, right? So it's not like usually, there's like five flamingos that are all the same color. So I would be counting them because there's all the same colors. So I want to make sure. But this, like, I just counted one of each, except the cats.
Yeah, I was when I did it, I pulled out the cats' faces because I really always want to put the cats. If there's a cat in the picture, I want to put their face together so that I can like look at them for the longest duration of the puzzle. So I pulled all features of faces, but then I could not figure out which eyes went with which. So I was like, just abandon ship right now. It'll come together.
Oh, so you pulled the cats pretty early on, huh?
Yeah. Anytime I
Oh,
saw a facial feature of the cat, I pulled it
yeah.
out.
And it was hard to differentiate which one is which, right?
Yeah, the two that I've got like black, like
Yeah.
with the white nose and black eyes, those two, the eyes I got switched around a couple of times.
Mm,
But then I kind of pivoted and changed to do like the hats because the hats were a little easier to see.
yeah.
And then the eyes fell into place. So,
Yeah, usually with animals, I'm able to kind of figure out their faces, or at least with cats, by their eye color. Because in puzzles, they love to give cats like a bunch of different eye colors, I find. But this one being three of the same yellow eyes really messed me up because I'm just so used to being like, where's the cat with green eyes? Here's the cat with blue eyes. Here's the cat with brown eyes. So yeah, I found those two cats on the edges very tough.
Uh, yeah, I did the faces pretty late because they're all very similar, right? And so
mhm.
uh, I guess I tend to do stuff that's very like similar all over the place later on during the puzzle because then I feel like I have more things around it to figure out where it actually goes.
Mhm.
But yeah, I did the scarves and
Yeah.
the hats. Well, the gray hat for sure was early on done because
Mhm.
blue is my favorite color. So blue, I pulled all of the blue pretty much at the beginning.
Oh yes, that's right. Yes, I did do the scarves before the cat's faces as well. The
Well,
two scarves
someone
anyway. I didn't
that
do the last.
is doing kind of the opposite of Sophie's strategy is Kirsty. She almost has the cats all put together
Oh wow.
and hasn't done the rest of the puzzle at all. She doesn't have an edge, she doesn't have the blue. It's just cat, cat, cat.
Wow.
So, I mean,
Why
probably
not?
other parts of the puzzle will come together fast for her, but that's crazy that she has just the three cats in their little spots with part of their faces.
Yeah, and quite a substantial sort as well,
Mhm.
if not everything. A full sort, I would argue that is almost like a full sort.
Yeah. I also wonder, we've talked about kind of the colors we gravitate towards while we're speed puzzling, and I wonder if a few people here have red as their gravitating color, because both Zab and Monica have done the two red lines that go on the side of the doors. And
Mm-hmm.
that was something that like didn't really stand out to me that much.
Oh
But to
really?
them,
Yeah.
it's immediately what they have. They have that blue sky and then given themselves two lines on the side.
Yeah, I think it's some people are really good with lines actually. That's what I realized within speed puzzling. And so then those two lines on the side, they're pretty much there's two rows of pieces on each side, and like you just go down it, and it's pretty. Yeah, once you have all the pieces, it goes really fast actually. And so
Yeah,
maybe they saw that line when they were seeing their pieces.
yeah, when I was flipping the pieces, I pulled the red as well. Because I'm like, I don't know where this goes, but there's a lot of it. I'm just gonna pull it over here and just kind of put it all together. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, this works out. It's right on the other side of the doors.
Did you find you were able to sort out most of the red pieces, or do you think you missed some in your initial sort of them?
No, I think I only missed like one or two.
Nice.
So, I mean, it was definitely worth it to pull it out.
I missed a few actually.
Mhm.
Somehow, like, yeah, when I search through my pile, I can't just do a one sweep. I have to go one sweep and then reverse sweep, and then I have all the pieces. If I just do one sweep, for sure, there's some missing. But then I do a very thorough search usually, so I don't want anything to miss.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's fair. That sounds about right, actually, Sophie.
Well, when I'm puzzling individually, I tend to never do a thorough sweep of everything, and so I'm always finding that I'm missing at least a few pieces because I just like don't feel like I have the time to do that when I'm puzzling by myself. Like in pairs, I feel like I have time to sort a little better, or teams, but by myself, I'm just like, no, I must put pieces together.
But I find that it's when I put pieces together, like, and there's pieces missing, it's like really bugging me. So I prefer getting them all and then like, tack, I get it done, easy,
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
But then it takes time to sweep through, right? I think about that often actually. As I'm sweeping, I'm like, why are you wasting time?
Yeah, it's definitely there's a balance for
Yeah.
sure.
I was just looking, I see all these skies that everybody is working on, and there's like this little sea of skies everywhere.
It's beautiful. Really.
Yes. And Emily has Outlaws and the sky and the red started and the doors. She's got very good progress going here.
Yes, she really does. I'll be excited to see what she works on next because I think she pretty much just finished the Outlaws sign. So
Mm.
now it's kind of like, do you go to the frames? Do you go down to the cats?
Mm,
We will see.
yeah.
Mhm. But yeah, there are definitely a lot of people with the sky, and then quite a few people working on the Outlaws above it or going to the saloon doors below. You don't really see anyone else other than Emily having both done, but people kind of go like up or down.
Up and yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing about the Outlaws, I'm just reminded is that when I had pulled the text and I was like, as we were saying, the text looks very, very similar. All the pieces is just kind of like lighter dark. Then it was like, okay, what other clues are available? Is there any with anything else? And there's like, a few that have a bit of blue. So I'm like, okay, let's just start with those and kind of work my way in and around the text to get through it.
That's good. For me, it was like there's a piece of horn from the cow head, I guess, a horn from the. Anyways, so I would see. Oh, this does not look like text. Okay, it must be the horn.
Yeah.
Oh, but
I did have those.
the middle of that skull head.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I was like, what is this piece? Seriously. Like it's not part of this puzzle. Like it's like so different, and like like I just like I found it. I knew it was missing. Like I had not done it, but still, when I got it in my hand, I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, that was a tricky piece for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and you see so many people are missing it. Like Caroline, Claudia, Danielle B, Jeanette, like so
Yeah,
many people are just missing that one piece. It's just a like hole in the middle of their puzzle.
I can assure you, when you're gonna find it, you'll think it's part of the cat. It's not part of the cat. And then you'll keep thinking it must be part of a cat, right?
It has to be.
It has to be. I swear, I put it in prison jail, like in
Yeah.
in peace jail. I was like,
Yeah.
no, I stopped touching this piece.
We'll see if anyone does that puzzle or does that piece very last. I think that would be a very satisfying last piece to put in.
That's true.
Oh, how could you
Where
wait
the
to the
heck does
end
this
for that?
go?
It's
I'd be
extra
putting it
piece.
in instantly. It's like one of those, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah, like I knew, like, for me, I was not looking for it. I knew it would appear eventually because I didn't figure out what it would look like, the piece.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, later on I figured it out. Oh, Tamara has the cats as well done. I hadn't noticed.
Ooh.
The cat hats and the eyes and the face of two of them
Oh,
at least.
nice. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, she has the two on the end. Or one on
Yeah.
each end kind of done. And it looks like she did use their cowboy hats to tell them apart, with one having the more gray and then the other one having the darker brown.
And the line, there's like one brown line in the on the last cat there too.
Yeah, in the hat, like all three hats have different elements. Like yeah, as the color is different, and there's this stripe inside that's different. That's what I loved about this puzzle, really. There's just one everywhere.
Yes, just something else to look forward to, or look for to put
Yeah.
together.
Exactly. Yeah. Different project.
Yeah, and looking at Tamara's, it looks like she's also sorted out a few other sections so that when she is ready to pivot, she can just pivot right onto the saloon doors or the red lines or things like that. Maybe onto the middle cat. We will get to see as we continue.
And as we are nearing the 30-minute mark, we are going to switch commentators to have Allison, Katie, and Liz take over for the next 30 minutes to keep cheering you on and getting you through the puzzle. So hopefully everyone does a really good job. So we will hand it over to them.
I'm so excited because now we've gone 30 minutes into this competition and looking at how much puzzling is done, I'm afraid that we're just not going to have that much to talk about because people are making such good progress. I just want to say hi, I'm Liz, and I'm excited to be here. And I'm here with my fellow co-commentators.
Hi, I'm Allison. I'm very excited to be here tonight and watch all of you work your way through this puzzle. Katie, over to
Yay,
you.
And I'm Katie, and I'm also very excited to be here tonight. And just like Liz mentioned, I'm worried we're not gonna have enough time to talk about everything we want to talk about because you're all going so fast tonight. It's very impressive to see those blue skies and those signs and those edges and those space management going so well tonight.
It is amazing though to see all of the different, like there's such different techniques and strategies to this puzzle. Like everyone is doing the same puzzle, but there are so many different techniques. Like some people are doing, and I know that our fellow commentators talked a lot about this, but everyone is doing like such different approaches to this puzzle. Like there are a lot of people who did the outlaw sign and the sky first, but then there's people like Christy and Tamara who are doing the cats first. Only a couple people are doing the portraits. Some people are doing the red sides of the doors. Some people are doing the border. A lot of people are not. It's kind of amazing all of the different ways people are approaching this puzzle.
Yeah. Well, in fact, there's so many different things in that puzzle that you can really go with your strengths are. Like if you're very strong with lines, you have
Mhm.
some things to work on. If you're very comfortable with sky, you start with the sky and you have something to build up from. And if you're good with textures and fur, well, there you go. You have your string right there. So there's a little bit of everything for everyone, I think, in this puzzle. It's great.
Do either of you see either of the ways that when you did this puzzle, do you see that being reflected in anybody's strategies here tonight, or do you see something different going on? Or did you do something differently?
Good question, actually. I'm trying to look at all the little squares here, seeing if like someone did it somewhat the same way as I did. I know like I'm a little bit all over the place when I'm puzzling. I would say maybe Janet N as pretty much the same build as I had at that moment, at that point in time. A
Mhm.
little bit of edge, a little sky, the red walls, and building off of this after. And Danielle mentioned something very interesting about the Outlaws sign. I felt so stuck. I was puzzling at night, just like they're all doing right now. It was like I couldn't see anything, and then I saw a little bit of blue, and I was like, "Oh yes, all right, I've got my clue," and now I feel confident, and it went so well after that. You just need to find that little clue that will get you through it, and it's satisfying. Did you do it, Liz and
I
Allison?
I did it. Yeah, Allison, what about you? What did you do first?
I think one of the things I like about this puzzle and like the sections that you gravitate towards and want to do and are doable kind of line up. Like I love it how you can go from the blue into that yellow into that red and it connects. I know that's like a whole extra challenge that you could even do when doing a puzzle where you start from somewhere and try and connect onto things that you already have built. It's a great way to speed yourself up building off of things that you already have. So I
Mhm.
do love the way that this puzzle sets up to kind of like work your way from something
Mhm.
outwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I did this puzzle, I do like to have the border, and I'm also practicing for the Alberta Regionals, so I was doing it with space constraints, and I did actually forget to start my timer, so I don't know how long it took me to do it. But my main thing was just practicing with the space. So I did do the border just because I needed to know like what my border, like I needed to know how much space I had. And so when I did the border, I then sort of worked from the bottom up. And I did like the very bottom is a different color of brown than a lot of the other browns in this puzzle. So I did the bottom and then I did the dark brown and then there's sort of a silver bar that goes across. And I sort of just did like row by row going up. And I found that it was actually very easy to sort of just go like a typewriter for people who remember such contraptions, just going row by row kind of all the way across. And it was kind of fun too. There's a little like tiny animals across the bottom that were sort of fun and brought me a lot of joy while I was doing this. And so they were fun and kind of gave me a lot of hints about the rest of the puzzle. And so that was a lot of fun. And they sort of helped me with the cats and like the drinks helped with the cats. And sort of helped me to ease into the harder parts of the puzzle, like the walls and the bigger elements that I got to as I got higher up into the puzzle.
Yeah. And what I
I
find
have a very
interesting about, oh,
go ahead, Katie.
I was just saying, what is interesting about those cats is that once you build their hats and their little scarves, there's not that many pieces left.
Mhm. Yeah, and their
So once,
scarves are pretty easy to pull out. Like those I did actually
Mhm,
pull pretty easily. And so once I had them, like getting their faces in there wasn't so bad.
exactly.
Hmm.
So I have a very important question for you ladies. Looking at these three cats on the puzzle, which one is your favorite? The three big cats.
Hmm. I
I
think it's
can't
the
say
right one.
I can't say I've ever had a favorite cat.
Yeah,
Mm.
fair.
There should be a black cat in there, actually. This is my very biased opinion.
I like the middle one with a little purple scarf. Shocking, I
Cute.
know.
Yeah. He looks too nice though. I think he's not a real outlaw. I think he's a
Pretending.
don't believe it.
Pretending and not a good actor.
I mean, I do think I actually kind of love the little tiny chick.
Yeah.
Just cute.
He's the real mean one.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta be most cautious about the little ones. Little ones are the ones that'll get you. But yeah, I think the interesting thing about this puzzle in general is just, one of the things about Eurographics is that there's a lot of puzzles that we really enjoy, especially when you are constrained on space and things like with a regional competition where you only have half of a table that have frames, because usually it's like, okay, well, they're easily sortable and you can put them out and like you can and easily stack them into trays. And I've noticed a lot of people here have trays so that they can sort things out. This one does have frames that you could theoretically easily sort out, but because this puzzle has a lot of muted sepia tone colors, they're not quite as easy to see as you maybe would expect. And so it makes it a little bit more challenging and really um, gives you you have to have a little bit sharper eye for this than you do on maybe a normal, like maybe the brighter color Eurographics frame puzzles that maybe we've gotten a little bit more used to.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Those frames, you think you know all the frames from the Eurographic puzzle, but when you get those one, you realize this is another level of challenge. They're all like brownish, darkish. There's the one at the bottom at the top right that is a little bit more bright
Hmm.
yellow, orange that is quite sortable, and the
Oh yeah.
squared one also at the top left corner. So those
Yeah.
two are not that bad.
Yeah.
But you still have, like you said, you don't have that much space. I remember my very first competition with Eurographics. It was Quebec's regionals,
Hmm.
and even though I practice at home with restricted space, I still had a hard time managing my space, and it
Yeah.
kind of made me panic. So I think tonight is a very good opportunity to learn to work around with your trays, because I did not, and I felt very uncomfortable. So it really is like a very good moment to practice that and get comfortable
Yeah.
with your trays.
Yes, and I definitely see a lot of people practicing with trays. I think Allison B is doing so, Chantal, Rebecca. I see a lot of tray work. Do want to point out, like, there's a lot of people who do seem to be working with restricted space who don't seem to have trays. And Reed's doing amazing work, doesn't seem to be using a lot of space, but is making amazing progress. And I think is actually doing their first competition with us tonight and is doing fantastic. Uh, Caitlin doing a great sort as usual and making amazing progress. Kirsty, we saw at the beginning, did a great sort and looks to be very close to done, actually. Just finishing up a lot of the edge pieces there, and then might be done in the next, I'd say, under 10 minutes, um, which is
It feels like
fantastic.
it looks like Kirsty is doing a reverse typewriter.
Yeah.
She's doing the opposite of what you did with those bottom rows.
It is kind of a reverse. It's kind of a like going, it's like a sunburst. It's like going from the outside out, inside out.
Let's call it a printer in her case.
Yeah, there's
Wow.
definitely some great progress going on here. It's such a satisfying puzzle to see everyone kind of like work inside out on. And you see all those middles started, and then a lot of people have the middle done, and then their frame, and they're kind of starting to build some connections between the frame and that middle section.
Mhm. Once all
But
of those parts are done, the walls, there's not that many pieces of the walls that left, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, I think it's one of those puzzles for sure that like you gotta keep that momentum, right? Keep that
Mhm.
positive energy from all of those wins you got at the beginning with the blue and making your way through that tricky word.
Mhm.
Um, and keep that hand speed up and the energy up as you
Yeah.
continue working through the walls and the rest of it.
Yeah, I do think that when I did this, I actually stopped thinking about the sign as a word, and that helped a lot because it just didn't look like a word to me. And when I stopped thinking of it as a word, that really helped because it was just hard to see it as a word. So for anybody who hasn't done it yet, don't try to read the word because you just really can't.
Mm. I would agree with that. It's more textures. Just
Yeah.
go with it. Shadows and light, maybe more than just actual letters.
Yeah, and the piece shape, I think. I think the piece
Yeah.
shape was the main thing that I used for that one because, really like you're looking at the color, the shadow, the light, and the piece shape because you really just don't have much else to work off of there.
This is such a great point, Liz, because I remember having that thought in my head that, oh, those piece shapes, they're very useful in that puzzle. Some
Hmm.
ends are very thin, and it really helps with everything that is very like brown. You don't have to just rely on the texture. You can also really rely on the shapes, and this is so useful. And this was a breakthrough for me when I realized that. I was like, okay, just stop focusing just on textures and colors, but also use the shapes that are in your hands.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's it's one of the things that is great with a random cut, but even with a more ribbon cut puzzle like this one, you can still use those piece shapes to figure out where things go, especially as you have more scaffolding like everybody seems to now. Like once you've got those pieces really in place, you've got a lot more information to work off of, and you've got all these clues that you've to work with to figure out where things go.
I wonder if anyone has their edge pulled as like a fallback project that they might be falling back on soon. It's always an
I think
interesting
some people
strategy.
did.
Mhm.
Some people did at the beginning, I think, and maybe when they got maybe I wouldn't say stuck, but they felt maybe a little bit like slower, they might have decided to do it as a backup project. I think
Hmm.
it's also a very good strategy to just because usually borders are somewhat easier because they give you like there's straight lines, there's less options. So if you feel unsafe, maybe you keep it for later and it gives you like a safe project for later when you feel a little bit stuck.
It's also a really nice time to just let your brain sort of process the other things that are in the puzzle. Like if you're feeling overwhelmed, sometimes what I like to do is go to something that has a little bit less information. And I know that sounds like maybe it doesn't make a lot of sense, but sometimes my brain just needs a break. Like if I'm working on something that's very busy, especially like Katie said, if I'm working on something like a border, there's less to work with there, which means my brain can kind of take a breather and I don't have to feel so stressed about it. And so, especially on something like this, where the border is very, very, um, like there's not a lot of information in this border. A lot of the colors are very solid. And so a lot of people may have skipped the border feeling like there isn't enough information there. But there is actually, there are multiple colors in this border. You can tell which edge, like you can tell which side the pieces go on in this border pretty easily. And in fact, there are little clues in almost every piece on this border too.
Mm. I think we have I think we have one or two person just about to finish, so we just don't want to blink for too long because we don't want to miss their finish.
That's true.
Yeah, I think Kirsty is actually just working on the bottom edge part of the puzzle. I would say a few pieces away, so that's
Yeah,
exciting here.
definitely under 10 pieces left for Kirsty.
I wonder if this is going to give a little kick of energy to everybody else.
Yes. It does look like we've got a few people who are getting really close to the finish there. And Kirsty has finished.
Yay! Wow,
47:07, which is
so good.
fantastic time and is very close to what I estimated would be our winning time, which I thought tonight was going to be 47:47. So I was
Oh.
off a little bit. But I was very close, and I feel like I should get some accolades for that too.
I'm giving you some.
Thank you. Thank you. Kirsty, next time if you could go 40 seconds slower, that would be fantastic. Congratulations, Kirsty. And now we're going to see who comes in second place.
There's just so much progress that has been done in the like 18 minutes that we've been talking together. It's so
Yeah.
impressive. It's such a fun puzzle to look from afar because there's so many like blocks of different things. And it
Mhm.
just pops, just whoop, the blue is done. The red is done. Oh, the yellow, the doors are done. It's so satisfying to watch come together.
It looks like Emily is coming very close to finished here
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Emily is a very strong and fast puzzler, so I'm not very surprised right now, I have to say.
How do we say that she's a very strong and fast puzzler en français?
sh- Elle est une puzzler très rapide.
I guess I should
There's
have known
no
that.
real translation for puzzler. I think we just say we're doing puzzle actually, so there's not an actual word. It's very hard to
Yeah.
translate everything that's related
Oh,
to the
sure.
puzzle world.
So we'd say like Emily does puzzles very quickly.
Yeah. Alors, je dirais Émilie fait des puzzles très rapidement.
And this
Elle
has
est
been
très
Liz
rapide.
Learns French. And thanks for
Yeah.
joining us.
Welcome back to the episode of Liz is Learning French.
Très
I'm
bien.
glad to do that. Oh,
And she's
now she's using entree.
definitely using both hands, really just coming in for a very strong finish there.
Yeah, very accurate. The accuracy, just don't spin your piece, just put it in. And she's done.
Fantastic. Oh, très bon. 49. It's hard to see. Oh, what was that?
I think
49, 59.
just
Oh,
under,
wow.
wow, just under 50.
Ah.
Bravo, Emily.
Bravo. That was such a great finish. Oh my gosh.
I wish her personal goal was to finish under 50 because it's
That
achieved.
absolutely. That's such a good finish. Oh, I'm so excited.
Very nice.
The big question is who's in for third?
Yes, we have our
All
top
right.
two finishers. We've got third place still up for grabs, and there are so many people who look like they could take that third place spot.
Joni looks
Is
like she has
there
great progress.
Oh, absolutely. Still has
Ooh,
that Outlaws sign to finish. Caitlin also making really good progress here.
yes, Caitlin's sorting is really paying off when it's
Oh, yeah.
time to build.
As it always does, and that's the great thing about Caitlin's sort. So I've watched Caitlin a number of times, and her sort is so deceptive because you watch Caitlin and she looks like she's behind everybody and just looks like she's, gonna finish somewhere middle of the pack. And because her sort is so thorough and so very precise, everything just comes together very quickly. And so you can be very deceived by how quickly everything comes together. Like you just blink and you miss it.
Yeah.
So definitely somebody to always keep an eye on because you just really don't know where that's going to go. Like, definitely keeping an eye on Caitlin here.
Yeah. This is very, very true.
So exciting though to come for virtual competitions and have so many people out on a Monday night after a long day, getting in, puzzling in, even when the lighting isn't great, pushing through. It's great to see. We love it. We love hosting it. We love hosting the BYOPs and everyone that's coming out to those. Excited for our BYOP event tomorrow on St. Patrick's Day with our green or our Eurographics theme for those who are still practicing their Eurographics and still want to do another one after tonight.
Ideally, a green Eurographics if you have one.
Yeah, that would be the most ideal. Double
Yeah.
voice.
If you don't have a green Eurographics, just take some food coloring or some spray paint and make one.
Not sure I would listen to that advice, but
But not sure you wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm
we'll
excited to
see
see
that.
what puzzles people bring. We've never really done a color theme before.
You're right, it's our first color team.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to do them a little more often. I think they're nice. They remember me of the Cobble Hill colors puzzles. They have like all different colors, the purple one, the green one, the blue
Yeah.
one, the red one, the yellow ones. The people are collecting them. They're very beautiful. I've never done any of them, but I know the green one exists, so maybe someone will bring it tomorrow.
Yes. And if you want to do more than one puzzle tomorrow night, there is a Ravensburger 300 piece called Green, which is a bunch of succulents, and it's quite challenging. So feel free to bring that one if you have it. Um, Lots of fun ones to bring.
Yeah. Or just any other puzzle. Just join us, just puzzle, just have fun, just have a
Yeah,
good night. It doesn't matter. They're just suggestions, but in the end we just want to be together and just have fun doing what we all love to do.
absolutely. We will never tell you you can't do a puzzle with us. Really,
Oh no.
the suggestions are really just because sometimes it's hard to make a choice when you don't have some sort of a constraint, and we're just trying to make it a little bit easier to make that choice.
And
It
it's
can
so
be a little
fun to
bit
see those discussions on Circle, the posts about which puzzle are you bringing tonight, and people are suggesting ideas, and it's really fun to see people coming together around just something as simple as choosing a puzzle for just a night with friends.
exactly. And Devin in the comments has suggested bringing the peacock. So another reason we have these suggestions is that sometimes you just need a reason to do that puzzle you've been dreading.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
going to
that would
suggest
be a choice to
I'm
bring
not going to
that.
suggest actually doing the peacock. It is just as hard as people say. But if you are up for that challenge, bring it.
I don't own this one. I'm not even sure I want to own it. Maybe at some point I will borrow it from a friend. I'm not ready yet. I'm not sure I want to jump
I
into
have
that.
it. If you'd like to borrow it, you can do so, but I'm not sure if you'd still be my friend afterwards. So,
Devin is also trying to get rid of hers, so maybe you're gonna have to fight to know who's gonna
yeah.
give it to me, actually.
Yeah, the reason so one time, you leave your car and you've got the peacock in the back seat and you leave the car unlocked and you walk away and you're like, "Oh no, I forgot." And you run back, but it's too late. You realize you left your car unlocked and there's five more copies of the peacock in the back seat. So, it's like the reverse of getting your car broken into. It's nobody
Oh,
wants. It's so
you know
hard.
what, Liz? I've been having nightmares for like all the last night. My whole night was nightmares, and now you're just giving me another one for tonight. So thank you very much for this.
The peacock is a lovely puzzle to put out on a table and have to do when you are doing it casually and you just want
Mm.
something to do while you listen to a lovely podcast or some music while you have a cocktail or do something that you're not paying attention to. It's a good casual puzzle.
Exactly.
Oh,
Not all puzzles are speed puzzles, and that's fine. That's
exactly.
okay, just like that.
Exactly.
I
Or you do a BYOP with commentary, like exactly as Tess says. Like not all puzzles have to be speed puzzles. And
This is
speaking
true.
of speed puzzles, Joni is very, very close to done here. Just has the very top edge of the puzzle done here. Caitlin's also making great progress, has the top edge and just a little bit of the side frames done. Um, Claudia's got amazing progress made. Looks like just the cats in the bottom and a little bit of the edges done. What else do you guys see? Oh, Danielle's making amazing progress.
Yeah, she's Daniel is just filling in holes right now, and I think there's the cats maybe that left, but once those holes will be filled, there won't be a lot of pieces left, so I think it's gonna be quick for
Yeah,
Danielle.
those holes, when I got to the part where I was just filling in holes, it went fast because,
Mm.
the two sides, even though you think that like the wood grain is going to be difficult, there's so many little clues on each piece that they go really fast. Like it's really easy to see what goes where.
Those black lines, they might be in the middle, they might be on the left or on the right, so these are like major clues. And once you figure that out, good.
Yeah.
I see the determination in Joannie's hands right now. They're moving fast. Her fingers, they're so fast right now.
Yeah, very, very fast. Looks like she's got probably about just over 10 pieces left.
Yeah.
Very
Janice is
exciting.
also making great progress. Oh, Karen Larson making great progress. Just finishing up that side cat. Just little side cat.
The right
And
side
we
cat, your cat, Katie.
and speaking of that, we are coming up on 1 hour, which means that we are about to pass the baton over to Danielle, Tess, and Sophie so that they can have some more fun seeing all of our finishers.
Yes,
Definitely. Thank you.
thank you. So
Well, what
excited
did
to
we
be
miss?
back.
People finished. Oh my goodness
And
gracious.
Joni is just about to, I think, just a few more seconds,
Oh yeah.
and
And
we'll get our third place.
she's in those letters, right? That we are talking about at the beginning.
Yep. Yep.
Oh yeah, tricky letters.
You're right. Definitely Monaco vibes.
Oh
Finishing the
yeah.
letters.
I remember the Alejandro when I was doing that. I was like, "Be Alejandro, do it like a typewriter."
Yeah, that's right. Oh, she is so
Yeah,
close.
4 more
Come on,
pieces. You got this,
Joni.
Joni. Oh, yay!
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Nice.
awesome! An hour
One
finish.
Well
hour
done.
and 53 seconds. Amazing job. Congratulations. You are our final prize winner of the evening.
That's right. But everybody keep going. You still have an hour. Lots of time. Keep working through the progress here.
I love that Rianne's cat made an apparition. Oh, and is moved from the table.
It's
Not right now.
Come later.
yeah, it's pretty difficult to finish a puzzle while a cat is standing on it. So I'll
Yes,
give her
Oh
that's
that,
my
even
God.
true.
though her cat's pattern is absolutely beautiful.
Oh yeah. I
Oh, there
have
was actually a first at our boot camp yesterday was the first dog was on
Oh,
the screen. I
Mm.
said, well, we haven't seen a dog before. That was on the screen. It was kind of funny.
wow. Like yeah, on Saturday I had virtual comp with the US, and like my cat for the first time made like a huge mess like from my with my pieces.
Oh yeah.
Suddenly my cat became crazy and started running everywhere, and I was like, I had given it like food before, so that it was busy there as I started my competition. And then I had all the border done. I was doing the inside projects, and then the cat just runs on the table, and like half of the edge flies to the floor. I'm like, oh my God, like this is the worst thing ever. And then yeah, I told myself let's do like the competitions in the closed room because my cat is still very young and
Yeah,
like very crazy. So this
that's
was the
right.
story of my cat.
Understood. No, you gotta do that. You gotta lock the cat out till they learn.
Yeah.
It looks like Karen is within her last 20 pieces or so, just filling in the holes at the bottom. Very close to finishing.
You know what's crazy? We have the same top three as last time. Like the top
That
three
is crazy.
finishers.
Mhm.
It's pretty crazy. And now I'm wondering who's coming next. Is it the same as last time, or is it new people? Like, it's very exciting.
Oh yeah. It looks like it is going to be Karen who is closing in here, I think. But everybody is making really good progress. I mean, the puzzle's filling in quite nicely for everybody. There's places for people to go to work on, just filling in holes, working on projects. Like everything's looking really good.
Yeah, you have like, yeah, Danielle B is also like finishing up some like sections.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Karen is on her last 5 pieces. All of them appear to be the cats. And she has gotten the skull in. So far, no one has placed the skull as the final piece. But there's still time. Still time for my dream to come true. And she is done. Good job,
Nice.
Karen.
Well
Nice!
done.
So
Well done.
good.
That's a great time.
1 hour, 4 minutes, and 31 seconds. Amazing job.
Way to push through that.
Yeah.
Moving fast. I love it.
And I think our race for 5th place is going to be quite tight.
Mm-hmm.
We have Danielle B only has a few more pieces to fill in. Uh, Caitlin Albert still has the Outlaws, but I could see her just absolutely ripping through that sign. It seems like her other holes are mostly getting filled in. Who else?
Definitely.
Claudia as well has like, we see only part of her puzzle, well, 3/4 of her puzzle, but like great progress there.
Yes, and I was looking at Denise, how she has the frames set in and placed and connected, which is great for working through and filling in the gaps between those elements. Macy also is doing a really good job filling
Thank
inches on the one side there now, and probably just a few holes of the cat's faces, but definitely in the home stretch.
There's gonna be a lot of tight finishes there, I feel like.
Yeah. I feel like Allison Brown is maybe our outlier as far as how people are doing the puzzle. She hasn't done the edge at all yet. And so looking at her puzzle, it looks like one of those impossible no edge puzzles. It's really funny to me that she's just like, nah, I'll do them later. I'm gonna work on everything else. And then I think she's just gonna finish off probably by
Yeah.
putting that whole edge in.
And like she probably decided early on, I'm not doing the edge. So
Mm,
not doing the edge. Commit to your to your decision.
yeah.
Well, and
Uh,
you know what? Honestly, it will go in really quickly because you're gonna know where the pieces go. Like you're now stuck, you all have all of it, like half of the shapes already ready to go. So I think it would go really quickly.
oh yeah, it's gonna go super fast, I think.
I do imagine it made making the Outlaws text a little more difficult though, because having the top edge of it to work off of is really
Mm-hmm.
helpful.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's true. That's
I'm
true.
sure that is maybe where she really wished she had at least the edge in front of her and she could just quickly pick out all the text ones.
Mm.
And if we can just appreciate that Caitlin is doing that exact line of Outlaws text on the border right now.
Oh
Sure.
wow. Yeah, she's finishing soon. That's for sure.
Yeah, and
Can
let's see,
she
between her and
get the
Danielle,
next finisher? Yeah.
because Daniela is just working on kind of spaces and gaps that happen within the cats, whereas Caitlin looks to have all the gaps filled and is just
Mm-hmm.
Outlaws. Yeah, okay.
See, situations like this is where I would like myself to have pieces, the final pieces on a tray, and then
Mm-hmm.
have it on top of the puzzle there. Like it always, I'm like terrified to leave pieces on top of the puzzle, like that I'm gonna miss them. I can't, like that I can't see them unless it's very obvious. I
Mm.
just tend to prefer a tray.
Yeah, I was about to ask if you had a no about like pieces on the puzzle or if you're okay with it.
I don't love it. I would recommend my team doesn't do it,
I
but
would
I
say,
also would just kind of move it off of the puzzle or put it on a
Mm.
tray.
yeah, Danielle, I would say you have maybe stronger opinions than don't love it, but that is a-okay. I have a bad habit of leaving pieces on the puzzle, and
Uh,
it's not great when you can't find the piece because it's on other pieces. So I get not enjoying it and avoiding it as much as you possibly can.
Yeah.
I'm
And
watching Danielle
Danielle has just
Yeah.
put the
finish.
last
Oh,
piece in.
nice.
Good job,
Yes.
Danielle.
Yay.
Great
108,
job.
58. Awesome.
I love the
Great
hand tray
job.
finish going through, just
Yeah.
feeding in all the pieces.
Our fifth finisher, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Awesome.
Yeah, Joni was 3. Yeah, that's great. And it looks like Allison has just a few holes to fill in, and then she'll be in Borderland.
Yep. And then I
Uh,
think it'll be between Macy and Caitlin right now. Macy's just filling in the gaps. Caitlin's got the Outlaws sign. Caitlin can maybe answer this when she's done, but I would like to know how she feels about text and puzzles, because it seems like she might have some strong opinions about it that she left it to the very end. Or maybe she left it to the end because she enjoys it. We don't know.
Yeah. I did
maybe.
want to do it because I am much like Liz. I love text in puzzles, but it was more challenging than I expected it to be. But then I still pushed through because I was like, no, I'm not. Again, it was just like the border. Just like before I knew it, it was like one piece that led to, then the whole thing was
And
done.
Macy finished. Congratulations.
Oh,
Nice. Well
wow.
done.
Macy. What's your time?
She's coming over to us and
Yeah, 110, 16.
awesome.
Excellent job.
Great
Awesome.
job. You did amazing.
And then Caitlin's got to be on like her last maybe 3 pieces, 4 or
Yeah.
5, maybe not many from what I can tell.
Oh, that last piece won't quite go in.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
flung a piece.
There they are.
Ah, nice.
Nice job.
Great job, Caitlin.
That was a tight race.
Oh, yeah. So 110, 55? Yes.
Great job.
Amazing. And in those letters at the end really has a Monaco vibe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and Macy,
Oh,
can you
Ooh.
confirm that the pierogi drive-through in Saskatoon, that was one of our trivia questions, is delicious. So,
Oh my God.
I don't know if Kirsty is still here, but I know Kirsty's driving through Saskatchewan pretty soon, so might have to add that to your stops, Kirsty.
Now I want to drive through Saskatoon as well. Oh my God.
Come visit me. You can drive through Saskatchewan.
Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe we can meet up in Saskatoon.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that would be best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. So I don't know if you guys realize that Tan has been doing the puzzle on the floor, but her legs must be like, I hope she's training this way. Her legs must, I would be suffering a lot.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
that would
would
be
be like
tricky.
going
That should be a
numb.
wheel of doom.
Yeah. She has a
Do
lot
it
of space
on
though, but
the floor.
are you taking notes?
Huh? This looks like everybody is doing a really good job. I wonder if we can get everybody to finish. You never know.
Yep.
We still got time.
Oh
Yeah, we
yeah,
got
lots of
over
time.
45 minutes.
Zab is doing a
Oh.
great job, filling in the last holes.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll
Uh,
definitely be a race between her and Allison B.
And Janet as well is also on the home stretch
Yes.
of pieces here.
Oh wow, yeah.
I
And
love
Allison B
this
is right.
song.
Allison B is in, she's entered Borderland.
Yes, Borderland.
And Laura is in the Outlaws sign.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of people really on their last 20 pieces, maybe? Or 30 pieces.
Oh.
It's
I
gonna get tight.
absolutely love this part of a puzzle competition where it's just people finishing so quickly after each other. There's
Yeah.
so much action. And
We're
it
like
seems like
commentating at the good time. Like
right?
Yeah,
we have
Yeah.
the best slot actually.
Yeah.
that's right. I mean, we did miss 1 and 2, but then we got like everybody else.
Exactly.
But no, I agree. I love the head-to-head finish, especially when other people are close and it's just like just push a little bit faster and then you could surpass them. Like
Speaking of
Zab is
pushing
really
Oh,
faster,
Zab!
flying.
Zab.
Oh,
Zab's back.
yes. Excellent.
Great job, Zab.
Well
114
done.
and
23,
27,
maybe?
23. Oh my
Can't see
God.
it either.
Can't see
114 though, I got 114, 2 something.
two something.
Okay. Oh, 23. Thank you,
23.
Zab. And Laura. Well done, Laura. Very
Job,
good.
Laura.
Oh, nice. 114,
114,
19.
19.
19. So close.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then I think in just a few more seconds, Janet Neat will be finishing. Just has a few more cowboy hat pieces left.
Oh yeah, I saw the dark pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I ended up pulling those early on because I was like, oh, there's not that many like kind of darkish dark pieces. I'm like, I'm just gonna pull all of those. And then people finished in them.
And
Yeah, good job, Janet.
good job,
Yeah.
Janet.
115.39. And did you do the cowboy hats early on?
Yep.
You did, right?
Yep.
It's a
Like
good
not one of like the first sort of 4 projects, but like shortly after that,
yeah.
within like
Good.
5 to 6 project I pulled the hats.
I think it's a good project, like to go paler or darker colors. Like when everything looks kind of similar, like the color tones, and nothing stands out anymore. Going dark
Definitely.
or light, I think is a great. Yeah.
There was like a landscape gradient that I did with my puzzling team with Devin and Katie and Tess, and it was like a reflection, and there was nothing to pull. You couldn't see anything, and it was like there was solid black, but there was like a lighter gray and then an even lighter gray. I'm like, I'm just gonna pull solid black. I can tell it's solid black. I don't know where it goes. It just doesn't fit in with everything else. So it's like using those color clues
Yeah.
definitely help
pull something out. And then it went all together because Katie was like, hey, all this really dark black, it goes in the corner. Any more of this? It's like, well, now I can't tell. I've already pulled it all. But I got her the most of it.
Yeah, it was definitely not an easy puzzle.
No, that
Danielle
was
had to
hard.
do a lot of very close-up looking to find the blackest black pieces.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Reminds
Yeah.
me of cow in the bathtub.
Yeah, we still haven't done that. I wonder why.
Ah,
Infamous.
surprise, surprise.
We
I don't
should,
know why.
though.
Devin.
I'm not afraid.
We'll have to do it without Devin, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Yeah. And Rebecca also just has the last few pieces. Seems like
Excellent.
she has just the two walls on the edge, filling
Oh,
those
wow.
in.
Yeah.
Oh, great
And the last
job,
piece.
Rebecca.
Come
And she's
on.
moving
It never goes in
fast.
right. Oh,
Yeah.
second last. She had
Oh,
her comfort
nice.
piece. Good
Yes.
job,
Awesome.
Rebecca.
117.52.
That's
Awesome.
a great time.
Great job.
Yeah. Awesome. Oh,
And Monica as well is filling in those holes at the bottom, a few here and there. Allison's almost done her border.
Just that pesky bottom border left.
Yeah, but there's a
oh
couple
yeah.
clues. There's a couple clues to kind of make it a little easier. I think she'll be good. A little bit of a paw. Is it a cat paw? Oh no, the drinks. The bottom of the drinks kind of touch the border a little bit.
There are darker areas. Yeah. Oh, and Caroline B is also almost finished, right? I see a hand
Yeah.
tray.
Yeah, I think just those few pieces left to the on our screen to the right side of her puzzle.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. No, I
Nice.
don't think anyone left that piece for you, Tess, sadly.
Ah.
That's tough. Well, Karen still doesn't have it in, so maybe.
I was just going to look at hers. You're right. You're right.
Maybe. I think Shane has it in. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it is hard to tell.
Yeah.
It's a misleading piece, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
But
Oh, and
currently
Allison is on her last three.
And Caroline.
yes. Oh, it'll be so close. And Allison's done.
Yes,
Great job, Allison.
Yay, Allison.
Great job. Well done.
1:19:30.
Oh,
Amazing
And
and
job.
then
And there's
Caroline.
Caroline. Great
Oh,
job.
yes.
1:19:40.
Right
Yay.
behind.
Right behind. That was so close. So fun to watch.
Yeah.
Everyone's still moving really fast. I love to see that because it kind of gets to this point of the competition where it's like you have to remind yourself to move fast, fast hands, as Devin says.
Yeah.
I think Jill has only the Outlaws left as well. So another person that finished in the text.
Oh, yes. I mean, I guess everyone has their preferences as to how they're going to finish it. That just surprises me that so many people are finishing up there.
Yeah. Well, maybe they did Monaco before, you know.
They know, yeah. Although I still wouldn't change that order of operations. I did the text last. Every time I do it, I do the text last in Monaco. So, I don't know.
At least with Outlaws, you have like the top edge, bottom edge. You can work around it. Well,
That's right.
Monaco is like a white. It's all white around.
Yeah, that one, that's right. It was a little bit slightly more challenging.
Mm.
And it looks like Shane is also doing a really good job filling in just the last little handful of pieces that he's got there, too.
Yeah, Phil as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
And
think this is
Monica.
yes, Monica is so close to being done. Just the cowboy hats left.
And it looks like
Again.
Tasha is on Outlaws as well.
I love seeing so many people finish in the same areas. It's like it's as if it's meant to be, sort of like to finish how we all have different strategies, but then we end in the same area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, did
One
she's
Monica?
missing.
table move.
Yeah. Yes. Great job. You got it.
Yeah.
Well done, Monica. That's an awesome time. Excellent. Now we're just down to one screen. Makes it real easy.
Danielle, we have
All
to get you to
right.
change your Zoom settings to see 49 participants so you can be on one screen.
Oh,
And
Phil is
Phil
done.
just finished.
Oh,
Great
nice.
job, Phil.
Nice. 122.29.
122.29.
Great job.
And
Yeah, we'll have to change that. I don't know how to do that. But that's okay. For now, it's not a problem anymore.
yeah,
I just
you're
was
good now.
toggling between screens. Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll get you for next time.
Yeah.
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 Okay. That sounds good, Monica. We'll yeah.
Yeah.
Works for us.
Yeah. I think now is about the time that if I were Shane, I would be cursing my orange/wooden tabletop because it does seem to be almost the exact same color as the orange background lines on the side.
That
Definitely.
it's pretty close, but maybe in reality it's not as bad as it seems from the camera.
I hope so. But if you do have thin trays like Danielle's, I learned last weekend actually, or I guess, yeah, about a week ago, that you can put your tray underneath your puzzle and see it better so that you have like a white background or a black background, depending on your tray. And it makes the puzzle
Oh.
so much easier to see. So I've actually started doing that strategy and it's really helping me because I too have a like patterned wooden table.
Oh my God. Danielle, you have to like sell your trays and like make it like something. Like they're so good, you know?
Yeah.
They
Well,
can't do
hey,
everything.
Oh, and Jill
I
just
got the oh,
finished.
Oh,
Jill.
yay!
One
124.16.
nice.
Great job,
Awesome.
Jill.
And Denise is also almost done.
Well, I have to give credit where credit is due, and Caitlin Albert is the one who gave me the idea, and then from there I just developed what we have, what we know and love now. So laminating cardstock, basically.
And Denise is done as
Denise.
well with 1 hour,
Nice.
24 minutes, and 33 seconds. Amazing job.
Yay!
Congratulations to everyone that's finished so far, finishing under the 90-minute mark.
Oh
I know
yeah.
that's like a big mark as far as some in-person competitions. And
Oh,
Tasha has
Tasha.
And
finished as well.
Janice too.
124.59 and
Oh,
Janice at 125.04.
Wow.
You two were so close. That's fun.
yeah. And Shane was just hand training it, so on the final stretch for sure.
Our British Columbians are finishing right about
Oh,
now.
and Tasha, 124.59.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. A lot of finishers. Yeah, see, I had a feeling. So Caroline wanted to save the piece of skull, but then saw it and had to put it in. See, I get it. I would too.
I appreciate the thought, Caroline. It means a lot.
All right, so let's see what we got here. Lots of people making really good progress. We're just getting close to our hour and a half, but we still have a few minutes before we trade off again. But you know what? I still think everyone is gonna keep moving fast and make really good
And
Oh,
progress.
Shane
Shane.
just finished.
Yes,
126.22.
Shane.
Yay! Awesome.
Congratulations.
Woo.
Yeah, I think we still might get a couple more finishers before we have to head off. I think Claudia is super close, and it's easy to see her gaps on her white table, so that helps, I think.
Nice. Tamara's now made it all the way up to the outlaw text.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, those kind of seem to be the two places. Other than Allison Brown, who finished on the edge, it's pretty much just the holes kind of in the sides and bottom or the outlaw sign.
And the hats.
True, yes, we have had a couple hats,
Oh, yeah.
which I think would be the most fun to finish in. I think
Oh, I
finishing
think so.
hats would be very satisfying.
Something tells me that you would have done them earlier on, but maybe not.
Yeah.
I never do the edge first. Takes too much space. Okay.
SNB. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, Monica, I will see you in Edmonton.
Definitely. And anyone who's going to Edmonton, say
Yeah.
hi to all the CSP members that are there because that's a perfect
Please.
opportunity to introduce yourself. Then we can put people to faces and names.
Yes.
I mean, I won't be there, but everybody else.
I was about to ask, are you gonna be there?
No.
Yeah,
I'd love to go, but
of the CSPers will be there, so myself and then also Devin and Liz. So we have a good group there.
a good contingent, and I like that.
Yes. And I can't speak for Liz or Devin, but I will be wearing my green CSP shirt for individuals and pairs. So I'll be easy to spot.
Love the green. Oh, Devin will also be in green.
Okay. She will match me. That's good.
Oh, oh, I see. Well, Liz, well, you'll be there anyway, and Liz, you'll have to just say hi to people.
Everybody knows this.
That's right.
That's true. She's just here for friends. How can you not know her? Okay.
Dagmara is closing in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like just final. Hopefully she can get her done while we're still on our before we have to switch.
Yeah.
Maybe she has pieces at the back.
Oh, on a tray?
Yeah. Because I
Okay.
see.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
tomorrow will be our next
Okay. All right. Well,
finisher.
oh, it's the doors, maybe.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Tamara.
Oh,
Nice.
1
Tamara,
hour,
nice.
29:43.
Yeah.
Good job getting it done in under 90.
Excellent. Well,
So
this is
good.
a perfect segue that we can hand it off to our other three facilitators to take you all through the last 30 minutes of your puzzling. So keep going. You're all doing an amazing job.
And I am back. This is Liz again, and I am joined by
This is Allison. Happy to be back.
And JD for the last half hour.
and you guys are all doing great. So we have just under 30 minutes to go. And I think since this is going up on the internet, if this is up before Western Regionals, I know that they didn't say it out loud, but I will also be at Western Regionals. But instead of wearing my CSP shirt, I'm going to be wearing the UK shirt with Kirsty. So if you see people with UK shirts, it's me and Kirsty. Also, Claudia just finished with a time of, I can't see, waiting to see that timer come up again. If I can see the timer. It's a little dark there. 1:30:34. Excellent job, Claudia. 1:30:34 is an excellent time. Congratulations. Yay. Fantastic. So we're all very excited about Alberta Regionals, but we're also very excited about our finishers right now because we've got so many people doing such a good job right now. Dagmara's doing fantastic. Also looks like we might have somebody coming in trying to photobomb the video there, but looks like they have left. Definitely looks like they might be trying to not help, but maybe impede the progress. We've definitely seen some cats trying to I don't know if the cats are trying to help or make friends with these outlaw cats. I don't know what your opinions are on those.
They're usually up to no good.
I mean, really, yeah, like the idea of outlaw cats is sort of redundant, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's true, but it's always quite funny.
I love seeing Jenna's got her hand tray in progress. Like quite a few people with just the cats and a little bit of the inside of the frames left.
Mhm.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking earlier is that with a smaller puzzle, when you're working on a small area at the top, maybe you can flip your puzzle and work closer to you. But oh, Chantal is done. Great
Yay,
job.
Chantal, 132.46.
Whoop, drop the
Oh.
timer. It's a good time, don't be mad. Yeah, so what I was saying is when it's smaller, you can flip it and work maybe closer from you. But when you're working on a small space with such a big puzzle, you kind of have to work with what you have, and it makes um pivot tactics that you might have thought of using maybe irrelevant in that scenario.
But there has to be different ones, right? There's always something that you can switch it up to get into. So yeah, like we said earlier, focusing on like, if some things are too busy, focus on the things that aren't busy, right? And if the frames are getting too hard, focus on the things that aren't the frames. So it's great to see like how much progress, and it's also fun to see like what people are finishing in. Like I feel like some people must have some history with words and they've deliberately saved them for the end. Maybe other people not so much, but
Mhm.
some things like that they can be easy in some puzzles and not so much in other puzzles.
Mhm.
Um, just depending on what else you have to work on.
Yeah, I do think that like as I mentioned earlier, that the words in this puzzle, because they are large, like large words can be very difficult. I think the challenge with this one is not so much that it's large words, but that it's very textured in a way that doesn't have a clear pattern to it.
Mhm.
And so it can be kind of tricky just because it's hard to just tell where those pieces necessarily go. And so like if we look, for example, at Janet, Janet's working on that last bit right now with just the words. And so probably using a lot of those contextual clues, using the piece shape, using the colors that are around it to figure out where it goes, because that is a section where you really need a lot of those scaffolding clues to figure out exactly where those pieces are going to go.
Mhm. And also at that point, past the 90-minute mark, it's also a little bit of a mental game with yourself. You're getting tired. Maybe your eyes are starting to burn a little bit. Maybe you're past your bedtime, but you still really want to go, and you kind of have to fight that feeling. And remember that your hands, they can still move fast, and your brain is still able to think and figure things out. And you kind of have to fight that a little bit.
Absolutely. Definitely see a lot of really good strategies going on here. Dagmara's doing an excellent work of just filling in holes right here. Looks like she'll probably be coming up on a finish very shortly. Just a lot of just those last pieces coming in. Same with Dawn. Just those last finish it pieces. Also has the curse of the table being very similar color to a lot of the puzzle.
Oh yeah. Those wood tables right now, I don't know if people felt like they were their friends or not, but it's kind of funny that it was like a puzzle with wood in it, and then you have a wood table, but you have to do with what you get. And
Yeah.
yeah, Dawn is very, very close to, you only have a few pieces left, so. And Dagmar as well. We're gonna have a few back-to-back finishes, I think.
Yeah, this is going to be a photo finish right here between Dagmara and
Yeah.
Dawn.
And Sherry.
Oh, and
Ooh,
Sherry.
yeah. Even Jeanette, because as soon as the majority of the pieces will be in, the other one will be pretty much. Oh, Dawn is
Oh,
done.
Dawn, 137.01.
Very good.
Yay! Congratulations.
All right. I'm just so focused right now on those hands filling in the holes. It's hard to keep talking and just be. It's like watching, honestly, it's really like watching a sport. It's so fun. It's so fun to watch and just see the progress and those little wins.
And
Oh, there you go,
Dagmara,
Dagmara.
137.48. Fantastic time. Amazing. And looks like Janet has
Wow.
finished. 138.01. Oh, excellent work. Just right back to back. It's like watching the Olympics here.
Finishers. Three finishers in a minute. That's amazing.
And Sherry,
Very.
138.19. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, good job, Sherry.
That's amazing. This is what I was saying, just like watching sports.
And now, you know what I'd really love to see is I would love to see Dawn, Dagmara, Janet, and Sherry get together and be a team because
Yeah,
they clearly have very comparable skills there. And what I've often noticed is that when you get four people that are that closely aligned, amazing things can really happen. I would just love to see how they might work together, just once, just to see, and just to see what happens.
Another fun fact is Josephine submitted her time in advance offline and was right in the middle of those four. So there's actually five of them.
Oh, so now we need a team of five just to see what happens.
Yep.
And Janet's in. Janet's in for this team. So look at this, puzzling people come together.
there you go. We have a quarter of a team already.
Yes. And you can call yourself the Outlaws, and we'll all know what it means.
Ooh, I love that. And then we'll have Michelle very soon.
Oh, yeah. Michelle just has a few holes to fill in. Looks like maybe about 10 pieces left to go.
Love the hand tray. Bring those pieces
Yeah,
close.
Every little thing you can do to minimize the amount of time that you need to spend getting pieces, moving your arms, minimize the amount of time it's going to take you to get those pieces into the puzzle.
true. And I don't know about you, but personally, when I'm at that point that all the pieces are in my hands, they start shaking and my heart starts racing, no matter it's an in-person competition or a virtual one, or if it's just a BYOP, like my heart is racing and I'm just like, go, 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 go. It's such a fun feeling.
I'm glad it's a fun feeling because if it wasn't a fun feeling, I would hope you wouldn't do it.
Nope, I wouldn't.
I definitely think that if this isn't a fun thing to do, you shouldn't do it. And I hope everyone here is still having fun. Congratulations, Michelle. 1:40:56. Fantastic time. Excellent work, Michelle. Congratulations.
I love to see a smile on the camera when someone is done.
Dagmara mentions that the beginning was tough and almost quit because of feeling overwhelmed, but pushed through. And that's what I love to see. I know that this is actually one of the reasons I started doing speed puzzling, because I wanted to do something that would help me to learn to push through that feeling of overwhelmingness and really get through that and learn how to teach myself how to push through and to teach myself that I could do that and that I could accomplish that. And it's really great to hear that other people are doing that too, because it's such a great feeling of accomplishment when you can do that.
Yeah. I think it's one of the things that puzzle brings to people is exactly that, that feeling of finishing something.
Hmm.
Something that you've done either by yourself or with a team or with another person, but you went from start to finish. It's such a great satisfaction feeling.
And Sherry says that she didn't think she was going to finish, was not prepared for the space of a 500-piece
Mm,
Eurographics. They are big. They are big, they're bigger pieces. Um, you're not necessarily ready for them, which is one of the reasons why if you do know that you're going in for a competition and you know the brand ahead of time, it's always good to practice or at least measure out the space. Sometimes it's not possible, like you maybe can't get a copy of a puzzle, but just even measuring out how big a puzzle is going to be can give you an idea of what you have to work with. A lot of the people who are going to be going to the Alberta regionals this weekend have been working with restricted space, um, just to do that. And so, for example, if you're going to go to a competition, and let's say you're going to go to the Alberta regionals and you just don't have any Eurographics 500s to practice with, and you know that you've got restricted space, but you don't have any of these puzzles, but you have other puzzles, what you could do is you could say, okay, well, I know that a Eurographics is this big, and I have other puzzles. What you could do is you could make a space that's smaller than the space that you have, and you could sort of ratio it out. You could say, well, I have a Ravensburger, and it takes up, let's say 60, let's say a Eurographics takes up 60% of the table space that you have, that you know that you're going to have at the competition. Give yourself 60% of the space that it takes to do a Ravensburger. Just practice using a small space, even if it's not the right kind of puzzle, just to get used to having that small amount of space. Even if it's not the right kind of space, like even if it's not the right kind of puzzle, just to get used to that space management. Do that kind of thing. That kind of practice can help you even if you're not doing the same brand of puzzle. That kind of experimentation can actually help you with all kinds of puzzles.
think this is where it gets
that's
into like what the differences are for preparing for like an in-person versus a virtual competition, right? A lot
Yes.
of times for in-person, you know in advance what the brand is and maybe what the spaces that you're going to get, what you're allowed to bring in terms of trays and stuff like that to set yourself up for success there. When it comes to virtual competitions, most of the ones out there, the brand is not revealed ahead of time.
Yeah.
So really you want to set yourself up for the best scenario, the best lighting in case the puzzle is dark, the biggest space you can get in case the pieces are big. So a lot of like things to learn about, what you can do to prepare for these different types of competitions.
Hmm.
mm,
For example, it looks like Irene has a great space that she's got set up there. Looks like she's got a nice big marble slab that she's working on. Looks like a lot of space. Looks like really great lighting. You can kind of see the points of light above her space. So she's got really great lighting above her and lots of space to work with. So really great job of setting herself up to win as far as the space and lighting goes, which is a really, really great way of setting it up. And obviously you can only work with what you have, but, as far as where the virtual competition goes, you know, definitely anything you can do to make yourself as successful as possible is the best thing.
We only have about 14 minutes left, so keep pushing everybody. You're making great progress. Maybe time for another sort. If nothing is working, pivot to
Good
something
enough.
else if it's not coming together.
I love what Irene is doing right now, putting a few pieces together outside of the puzzle. This can also help sometimes just get out of the puzzle, put put some 2 or 3 pieces that goes together, and after that you can, it's easier to see where they will fit in the puzzle, and you can put that island of pieces in it and then build around it. This is a very good strategy that Irene is using here.
Another thing Irene's done that I really like is I've noticed that she's actually working from a different angle than she was working at earlier. So she's actually 90 degrees off of where she was working from earlier in the puzzle. And so she's got a different angle on the puzzle. So she's going to sort of see things from a different perspective. And that different perspective can actually really help you. Like, she's looking at the puzzle now from a sideways view. And granted, she's putting those pieces together on the outside of the puzzle, but she might actually see things in the puzzle now that she didn't notice before.
It's true. Another thing that I did when I did the puzzle is like, let's say about the background, the wood background. Well, there's those lines. I put all my pieces like with the vertical lines in the right direction. So right from that moment, I had less options because the pieces, they can go in 4 direction, right? But at the end, they only go in one.
Right.
So if you reduce that noise, it's gonna help as well.
Yes.
It
Yes,
did
and
for me, at least.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people seem to have noticed that like there's a yellow and a red side to those. And so those yellow and red sides have to only go in one direction to each other. So that's definitely very helpful. Looks like Julie is just filling in some gaps now at this point. Just a lot of filling in those last few pieces.
I'm curious about Pan as well, because we have like a very the angle is quite tight, but I feel
Yes.
like there's not that many pieces left on our
Yeah.
surface, on the surface.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but definitely looks like almost finished with the puzzle there.
Yeah,
From here, it
there's
looks like
good
there's only 3
progress.
pieces left. That's like
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I do think
close.
I think Fan's camera fell over and uh we can still see, but I think when you're puzzling, it's like, well, you've got to any moment you take to do anything else, it's moments away from the puzzle.
Looks like Julie is knocked down to the final few. Maybe this is actually 3 pieces.
Yeah, that looks like
Get
this
those
is just
in.
the last few moments getting those pieces in using both hands. Just getting them right in. There we go.
Nice.
And it's a little fist
Amazing.
bump. Yay. 149.24. Fantastic time, Julie. Congratulations.
There's about 10 minutes left right now, and I think it could be a good moment to maybe think about, I don't know, maybe bringing the pieces that are far away from you maybe a little closer, and maybe just take a look at the box. We often think that looking at the box is a bit like cheating, but it's really not cheating. It's really, really useful. Maybe you feel like you lose maybe 2 or 3 seconds, but actually you're helping yourself remembering little details that you might have forgot, and then you see them on the pieces afterwards.
As Tasha just mentioned in the chat, the box is the answer key.
Yeah.
Also a good time to remember, like this is the last 10 minutes of the competition. So this is the time to sort of give it that last really big push. So this is the time to sort of give it that last burst of energy because you've all got it in you and you're all doing really fantastic. I see a lot of really great work going on. I like to take this moment to sort of pick out a small project, pick out a piece, a section of the puzzle, and just go to my pile, especially if I've got a lot of pieces left, and just find the pieces, like 5 or 6 pieces, find a small project, pick them out, put them in my hand, find the part of the puzzle, and get them in the puzzle. And I find that not only gives me like a small project to do, it gives me something that like if I can get those pieces in the puzzle, it gives me that sense of accomplishment, of feeling like I've got that in there. And it really helps give me that burst of speed that makes me feel like I can get this and I can get it done faster. And that helps me if I keep doing it, like those little like micro bursts can really help me push that puzzle faster than I thought I could go.
What would those micro projects be for you at that moment in time if you were in that situation, Liz?
I think it would depend obviously on where, how I'd gone through the puzzle. For example, like let's say I had some of the portraits to do. Maybe I would pick one of the portraits and try to figure out if I had like the frame, because those frames can be kind of obvious if you're looking at, for example, maybe the more red frame or the brighter frame or the square frame. If I could figure out which frame it is, I might try to find that. I might try to find the interior of a frame. If I haven't done the Outlaws sign, I might do the Outlaws, even though that's maybe a slightly larger project. That's one that would definitely be something I would feel like I could get done. I might choose one of the cat faces. I think the cat faces are about 6 or 7 pieces each. So if I was working on like the cat's eyes, when I did do this project, I actually found that the cat's faces went much easier than I thought they would. Those were easier. The cat's hats were easier than I thought they would because they did have those bands on them.
Yeah. They're
So
all
Another thing,
different, right? So,
yeah.
another thing you could do at this point too is even if there's like quite a few pieces that you don't know what to do with, if there's some sort of texture or item in the puzzle that you definitely don't want to do next, like we could pull it out now and put it off to the side and say, you know what, this is where I'm going to end,
Mhm.
but let me use all the rest of these pieces and try and get some of these holes finished.
Mhm. Yeah, and in
So
fact, maybe the outlaw sign is really good for that then. Um,
yeah, to pull
yeah.
it out, kind of put it close to where it goes in the puzzle and focus
Mhm.
on finishing the bottom section.
Yeah. I might also choose like a shape. Like if I had some really recognizable shapes, I might do depending on how many pieces I have left, I might even do a shape sort. If there's a few enough pieces where I feel like I'm going to be able to get that done in the 6 or so minutes that are left in the puzzle. But that's only if I feel like I'm going to actually, because I think sometimes it feels like a shape sort's going to take more time than it's worth. And yet every time I do a shape sort, it makes everything go faster. And I'm like, why didn't I do that sooner? Now that's only if I'm
mhm.
at a point where like I'm maybe 50 or 60 pieces. And more than that, a shape sort's probably not going to be worth it, particularly in this puzzle. Um, Obviously every puzzle is different. If it were something like, the peacock, that one you're going to shape sort probably right after you do the border. But you know, this
Or
Top
maybe
puzzle,
the
secret.
body of the peacock at least.
but well, yeah, okay. The body of the peacock is not so bad, but like this one, if I'm feeling like I'm really struggling, you know, I will say I didn't get to a point where I needed that, but maybe I'm just not seeing it. Maybe my lighting is bad and I need a shape sort. Um, you know, maybe that's something I would do now. Because if the lighting is very dim, this is a harder puzzle to do if your lighting is not as good.
Yeah, that's a very good point that you're bringing there. Maybe you can use different clues if it's not about the textures or the colors. Well, then the shapes they will definitely help give a little push.
Hmm. The other thing I might do is I might just name the cats.
Go ahead.
Then they might just make me happy. And if I name the cats, then, a happy
So,
puzzler is a faster puzzler.
Yeah, there's
so
lots of
would you
things you could
name?
do. Maybe you can name them all. Like
Well,
count all of
Tasha just
the
named one Bart.
cats. Okay, now we need to crowdsource the names for all of these cats, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the
So,
question is which one is Bart?
yeah.
Hmm, I know
Tasha,
that the
please let
chick,
us know.
the little chick is Henry. That's for
Henry,
sure.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. There are 12 animals.
Oh,
Sophie has counted there are 12 animals. So we've got 10 more animals. Bart is the gray hatted cat. Okay, so we have 10 more animals with names up for grabs and three and a
um,
half minutes to name them.
I just want to mention that Sophie forgot the birds. There's
What?
7 birds
Really?
in there.
There's 7 birds.
Yes, 7 birds in the sky. I don't know if we should name them, but they're animals, that's for
Oh,
sure.
that's true. Yes, there are the 7 birds in the sky. Yes. Okay, I don't think the birds in the sky get names because they are wild, and the animals that are in the actual pictures are obviously domesticated because they're all wearing clothing. So
You know what? When you're puzzling, usually you don't really see necessarily all the details because you're focusing on the bigger pictures. But there's a little mouse on top of that dog in the
yes,
frame to the
yes,
left, and that is very funny.
it is actually very funny. It's super cute.
This is definitely one of those ones that when you're done the puzzle, you're gonna want to look at the image and it's gonna make you smile.
It is actually a very, very funny puzzle when you're looking at it.
It's a feel-good puzzle.
Mhm. I do think that probably a lot of the names have to be like old-fashioned names because clearly it's like 1832 in this picture. So they have to have like 1832 names. Yes, Clayton, Edmund, etc. Etc. is a very old-fashioned name. Uh, and we're coming up on 2 minutes. So just a reminder, give it that last 2-minute push. Emery's coming so close there. Thana's probably coming close enough. It's really give it a real good push. You might actually be able to finish within our 2-hour time limit. If you do not finish in the 2 hours, don't forget you can submit your time on Circle, and it does still count as part of our competition here. So we want to make sure that, or sorry, through the form that we have on the website, so that you still have your some times counted, because we want to make sure that everybody actually is, you participated in this competition, and we're so glad you're here, and we want your times to count. Um, and you know who doesn't get a time in this competition? Bartholomew and Clayton and Edmund. They don't get times.
No.
1 minute to go. And the skull, the cow skull, doesn't also get a time. But the form for submitting your time is on the website. It is on the results page and it's right above the results.
Yeah, so for those who finished and for those who are gonna finish, you can take a peek at the results live on our website. They're there already. For this competition and the last one are up there. And excited to see everyone in there and everyone at tomorrow's BYOP, the different boot camps that we have coming up, that there's still some space for if you want to register. Lots of exciting things coming up on the events calendar if you join us at Circle and take a look at those. But we
And
have
with
3, 2, 1, and our 2 hours is up for our puzzling time today. But feel free to keep going offline and get these puzzles done. Thanks for joining, everyone.
Such a good night. Keep going, everyone.